Hello lads, welcome back to another Tottenham Hotspur match review. I think we have some good stuff to talk about today. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just Tottenham, maybe it's just Antonio Conte. Um, there's so much to talk about. Oh my god, Steven Bergwijn! Oh my god. I mean, we know the man has a habit of showing up in a big way in a random time, like his debut at Man City, which was unreal. Um, but he has that little Lucas Moura thing where it's just like in an instant, just turns on. And you're like, what the? Like, there's no way you can stop that. Absolutely no way you can stop that. It's just ridiculous. Um, yeah, no, I mean, it is reminiscent of Ajax, mini Ajax, as I think it's being called now by a few people. Um, oh my god, camera, focus. Um, but yeah, wow. I mean, holy shit. That was a nice game, huh? Uh, again, where to start? Start with the lineup, as always. So I think this is a team. I didn't like the team. I certainly didn't like the team. Um, it's the same back three that wasn't really impressive versus Chelsea. You had Jaff, Dav, Ben Davis, and look, they're not bad players, but like they're not as good as Romero and Dyer. Um, but I think this whole thing uh, recently has just been about how much good coaching can make the difference. I think there are so many of these players that if you played them under any other manager besides Antonio Conte, you would be sacked. The whole fan base would turn on you in an instant and just be like, why the hell is Matt Doherty still getting games for us? Why the hell is Harry Winks still playing for us? Why is Hobby starting? why is Lucas Moura playing as a striker? Why is Emerson playing blah 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 blah? Um this was our best game in a really long time. Like super long. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Like we put up like I think this season like the most xG or one of the most xG in history in Premier League away um, games. That's absurd. Like that's Tottenham. That's us. That's not Man City. That's Tottenham. Um, yeah, I mean, you have to remember, Leicester one is a good team. Yeah, they've not been great this year, but good team still. Lots of good players. Okay, coach. Um, and we are without some of our best players, as I mentioned, Romero, Dyer. Also, Heung-min Son, our top goal scorer, our most consistent performer this season, in my opinion, has been out. And then yeah, we still aren't starting with everyone fit. I think, there's still some lingering injuries elsewhere in the squad. We aren't a fully fit team by any stretch of the imagination, and we pulled off a result like today. Um, or yesterday, sorry. Um, yeah, I mean, let me just get into the main reason why it worked. Harry Kane. I heard some ridiculous View from the Lane, if you've heard of it, athletic podcast on Tottenham. I hardly listen to it anymore, but they were one of the few podcasts that um, actually had a an episode out this morning that I could listen to while I was playing Football Manager, and there was a guy on there that was saying Harry Kane wasn't good from the 45th minute to the 90th. Absolutely, absolutely absurd. What are you talking about? Harry Kane was unplayable yesterday. unplayable. He was back to where he was last season at his best. Providing, dribbling, running through the channels, doing literally everything. If we don't have a Harry Kane, we don't even make a scratch on that team, I don't think. But he just showed again why he is one of the best players in the Premier League, one of the best players in the world, and we are lucky to have him. Yes, all the transfer bullshit that happened in the summer, I don't appreciate it either. But I mean, look at the celebrations after. I mean, posting the like victory smiles with Steven Bergwijn running to get the ball, go back to the halfway line, and then jumping into the crowd, celebrating with everyone. That man is committed right now. And if he's committed to the team, I'm willing to commit to him and be like, I am happy to have you. Because he's Harry Kane. I mean, let me just go to the moment, the big moment. So Steven Bergwijn comes on in around the 70th minute or something, and not much happens, between them, between that and like when this extraordinary moment in footballing history happened. But, I mean, wow, we kept fighting. We were 2-1 down in the 94th minute. I'm wrapping my head around that. So I was really disappointed at this moment because we did play extremely well. As I said, like one of the best performances I've seen from us in a long, long time against a very good team. And I was disappointed. We didn't deserve to be losing. And then, Steven Bergwijn makes a great run, and he was there on the end of that. Doherty, inside cut, who was really good in the second half, by the way. Again, another player who's like, if it wasn't for Antonio Conte, they would not look this good, and we wouldn't have performed this well. But anyways, yeah, snatches onto that, and he picks up the ball, and I'm like, great, okay, we drew the game. That's very nice. I'm still a bit disappointed. And holy shit, he has the ball again. Oh, Harry Kane fed him in. He's running through on goal. He rounds Kasper Schmeichel. He scores into the far side of the net and runs into the crowd and tears off people's beanies, jumps on the press boards, and all the other teammates come over. Hugo Lloris runs all the way over from the goal and comes and hugs everyone, and Harry Kane comes over. Giovanni Lo Celso jumps on the back of his sword and pats him on the head. Lucas Moura steals a beanie. Insane. Chaos. I love it. Inject it. It was unreal. I was fully content to just be like, we drew the game. I guess that's okay. But Steven Bergwijn, man, a player that has been written off for a while. And, admittedly, I think, yeah, there's been times where he hasn't been good. But, on the whole, I just don't think he's been given enough minutes to really establish himself. There was that time under Jose where he was starting consistently, and I thought he was playing really well. But again, he wasn't scoring or assisting, so people were like, he's shit. So, yeah. But Steven Bergwijn, I think that just shows how versatile of a player he can be and how amazing he is. And again, Harry Kane's amazing through ball to get him in. Yeah. I was, look, but I'll be honest and say that once he got the ball and he was through against Kasper Schmeichel, I was like, I don't know if you have the composure to do this, Stevie. I love you, but really I haven't been that impressed by your goal prowess lately. Perfectly rounds him, inch perfect, and the finish, unreal. Absolutely unreal. He looks really fast recently. Just speedy. Again, it's that Lucas Moura thing of like, just getting the ball, turning, and going. And, I think long term, that's That's who we need. Maybe he, I mean, I don't know what his future is because I think he can be a variety of things, as Antonio Conte has said. But I'm really excited for the future, and I'm really glad Antonio Conte gave him a chance. Again, I think so much of this comes back down to how Antonio Conte is just absolutely amazing. Like the way in which he was able to get this team to play like we did, like Oliver Skip in a more advanced role. Højbjerg was superb. I hate that he's getting so much hate recently. He saved our asses so many times back when we didn't have a midfield. Just give him some slack. I thought he was brilliant yesterday. I thought he was probably one of our best players. Um, and that's hard because there are a lot of good players. Sergio Reguilon, really good as well. Um, but yeah, you can just see there's been like things that players do naturally that Antonio Conte has just whispered in their ear, like, "Hey, look, this is what you're doing on the pitch, and this is why it's not effective. So what I'm going to tell you to do is do this, and it works." Um, I'm really glad he's actually using Matt Doherty in his preferred position. I thought we saw him really come to fruition there. Harry Winks remontada is also ridiculous. Um, and again, I think it's just like Antonio Conte being like, okay, what are the main strengths of this person? What can they do feasibly? And I mean, they perform. They perform because he looks at them, says, okay, maybe he's not this, which he was previously, but maybe he could be this in my system. And it's been working. Um, yeah, our XG, our shots, our everything, the underlying stats, um, is ridiculous. Um, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant game. There's so much to say. Lucas Moura was great too. I don't want to downplay Lucas Moura. I think, recently he's just been given that role of like, just carry the ball up the pitch. And he's been doing it. Um, we're in a really good position right now, lads. Yeah, we have Chelsea on Sunday, but they haven't been great. I just want us to put up a fight really against them. But the reality is, we don't need to win that game. Winning this game puts us 1 point off of fourth with 3 games in hand. Focus. Okay. With 3 games in hand. It's really good. It's really, really good. I mean, I don't think West Ham are going to keep up like they did. I mean, last season, to be fair, they were really solid, but um, I think it's realistic to say that they'll falter a little bit. Um, yeah, there's a few teams I'm unconvinced by in the top four, so yeah, we'll see. Um, I mean, one of the main things I was impressed by was just if you look at the creativity inside to start the game, I looked at that midfield and I was like, who is going to do anything passing wise, creativity wise? We got it done. No Giovanni Lo Celso, no Tanguy and Ndombele, etc., etc. There was a time in Tottenham Hotspur where I felt we had to have at least one of Tanguy and Ndombele or Giovanni Lo Celso on to have a chance to do anything in the game. And Antonio Conte has proven me wrong. He's just said, maybe it's not you need to play more creative players. Maybe it's just you need to have a better system. Yeah. Brilliant. I could spout lyrical about Antonio Conte for days now. He just does that. And I hope he stays for as long as possible. I know it's not realistic, but that would be great. It would be really great. Just getting a notification that let's see. Tanguy and Ndombele has been rumored to go on loan to PSG. Look, honestly, do not care what happens to Tanguy and Ndombele anymore. It's just frustrating at this point. I would love to see him like recuperate, come back into form, come back into the team, blah blah blah, but it's probably not gonna happen. Um, Besides that, let me look at the match stats to see. I mean, again, it's just I'm so happy that there are so many players that have just been proving people wrong. It's ridiculous. 90 plus 7. I mean, we made Premier League history. 4.58 expected goals, 27 shots, 22 chances created. Like, this is more than under the entire Nuno tenure. It's ridiculous. We're a team again. We're a team again. Let's go. Okay? I'm just happy to like it's reminiscent of the best days of supporting a football team. Knowing that you never give up, knowing that you can win, knowing that everything isn't lost forever. It's really refreshing. And I love so many of the players in the team. And I'm really, really excited for the future. I'm excited for Sunday. I just, you know, I just confidence will breed within the squad. I mean, Steven Bergwijn should start. Really, really should. I mean, I don't even think Son will be fit, but if we could see a front three around that of Bergwijn, Kane, Lucas, it'd be really good. Yeah. Sorry I didn't get this video out on the day of. I was going insane. But I had classes. I'm in school again, which sucks. But yeah, I had classes. I was in school again, and I'm moving. I'm moving to today. Today I'm moving today, which is really fun. I will be moving, and I will have a better studio. I will make an effort to hang stuff to decorate. I can't promise anything, but maybe my girlfriend will help me. Who knows? But yeah, thank you all so much for continuing to watch. I will do my best to try and find some stuff. Hopefully, we get some transfers in. I would love to at least give my thoughts on them. I don't know about full player analysis like I used to do, but I will do my best to give all my thoughts on them. I just think we're superb. And I love that. And I love Tottenham. I love Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer loves me. I love all of you. Come on, you Spurs. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Kois.